between us only, okay? Just you and me for next few minutes. Someone went quiet on you, and before you spend one more night guessing I need to say the scene, nobody has said to you yet. It has nothing to do with you. I know. I know how that sounds. You have been reading that silence for weeks now, reading it like a letter, looking for the line where you messed up. You have probably noticed how it started. Not with a fight. That is the part that breaks you. There was no door slam, no big ending, just slower replies, shorter words, yeah, where there used to be a whole story. And your brain did what a good heart always does. It took the blame. That's not weakness. That is real. That's just what happens when you care. Let me be really specific here. You went back through your last few messengers, did not you? You read your own words like a stranger. You thought, was I too much there? Was the joke wrong? Did I text twice when I should have texted once? You you did that. Maybe at night, maybe in the car before you went inside the house. And here is what nobody tells you. Silence is not a messenger. Silence is a symptom. Okay, let me tell you what is actually happening on their side. Think of the specific person. That person who's swimming, from where you stand on the shore, you see them go under and you wave, and they don't wave back. So you think, oh, they saw me and choose not to answer. But they are underwater. They are not ignoring the shore. They can't reach the shore. There is a whole weight on top of them that you cannot see from where you are standing, and every bit of the air they have left is going into one job, staying alive in it. That is your person right now. Something is happening in their life that has nothing to do with you. It might be money. It might be their family. It might be something in their own head that they have never said out loud to anyone. Not once in their whole life. Here is what most people don't understand. When a person is drowning in their own sin, the first thing they drop is not the people they don't care about. It's the people they do. Read that again in your own time. Because with the people they don't care about, they can perform. They can send the haha, yeah, and the thumbs up and go back to thinking it costs nothing. It's a mask and masks are cheap. But you would know. One phone call with you and you had hear it in the first 3 seconds. You always do, and they are not ready for you to hear it. So they go quiet, not to push you away, to hide the state they are in from the one person who would see it clearly. Their silence is not a wall, it's a curtain. Think of a specific moment. Maybe it's a Tuesday evening, nothing special about it. The kettle is on or the TV is playing, something nobody is watching. Their phone lights up on their table, your name, and they look at it. They don't pick it up, they just look. And in those few seconds, they feel two things at the same time, warmth and shame, and they do not know how to hold both, so they turn the screen over and go back to staring at the wall. That is not indifference. I need you to understand this. Indifference does not hesitate. Indifference does not look at the screen for 4 seconds. Indifference just scrolls past. They hesitated. They hesitate every single time. Let me be really specific again. There is a moment, and I think you might know it. The moment after a laugh when your face settles back into something heavier. That is the exact face they don't want you to see on them. They are proud or scared or tired in a way their sleep does not fix. And somewhere in their head is this stupid, sad little rule that they have to come back to you fixed, whole, presentable, not because they don't care, because they care too much. And in the meantime, you sat there thinking you were forgettable. You are not forgettable. You are the standard they think they are failing. Now, here is the part I really want you to hear because something already changed and you might not have noticed. Somewhere in these last weeks, you stopped chasing. Maybe you did not decide it. Maybe you just got tired. You wrote a message and then deleted it. You picked up your phone and put it down again. You went to bed without checking, and then something shifted. The old you would have filled the silence. The old you would have sent the paragraph, the "Hey, is everything okay?" The second one, the third one. You would have made yourself smaller and softer until someone answered. You did not do that this time. You have not become cold. You just stopped beginning to be chosen by someone who is currently underwater. That is real. That is real. And listen, here is what happens next. And it's going to surprise you. They feel it. People always feel the moment you stop reaching. Always. Even from underwater, especially from underwater. Right now, there is a version of this person who picks up their phone, opens your name, sees no new messages from you, and feels something drop in their stomach. They will read your last message again. They already have, maybe more than once. They are rehearsing full sentences in their head at 2 in the morning. I am sorry I disappeared. It's been a hard few months. I did not know how to explain it. And then they put the phone face down because the words feel too small for the size of it. That is the thing about silence. It gets heavier the longer it sits. Every day they don't speak, the first sentence gets harder to say. They are not gone. They are stuck. And there may be someone else near them. A friend, a sibling, somebody who has already said it out loud. Just message them. You're being ridiculous. And they nodded and said, yeah, you are right, and did nothing, because knowing the right thing and being able to do it are two different countries. They do. They do. People do this all the time with the ones who matter most. Okay, permission time. This part is for you, not for them. Let them be quiet. Let them fight wherever they are fighting. Let them take the time they clearly need. Let them come back when they can carry it. You don't have to wait by the door. You don't have to keep the seat warm. You don't have to check if they were online at 11:47 last night. Their silence is not your responsibility. Their fear is not yours to carry. Their storm is not your fault, and it's not your job to swim up and pull a ground person to shore who has not asked you to. You are not being cold. You are being wise. Let them wonder where you went. Let them find out what your absence sounds like. Let them do the hard, boring work of coming back up for air on their own, because that is the only way anybody ever does it. You don't have to explain yourself to the people around you either. You don't have to defend them, and you don't have to trash them. You can just say, I don't know, and mean it, and go on with your day. And you don't have to be angry either. You can just let it be. What is it? Two things can be true. They love you and they still went quiet. Both. At the same time, that sensitivity you have, the thing you keep calling too much, it's the reason you notice the change on day one when nobody else did. That is not a flaw, that is radar. Most people walk around with it switched off. You don't have to switch yours off. You just have to stop pointing it at your own chest. So, here is what I see coming. They will speak. I think sooner than you expect. Not with a big speech, it's rarely a speech. It's be small. A message at a strange hour, something clumsy. Hey, I have been a mess, can we talk? And when it comes, you are going to feel 100 things at once, and that is allowed. You don't have to answer in 5 minutes. You don't have to be perfectly kind, and you don't have to be perfectly hard. You can just be honest. But here is the real prophecy, and it's not about them. Something in you already closed a door this month. You learned that you can go a whole week without an answer and still get up, still eat, still laugh at something on your phone. You proved to yourself that your peace does not live in someone else's pocket. That is the thing you actually needed, and you got it while you thought you were just waiting. You know, new people are already moving toward you. New rooms, new conversations, people who answer. You will notice it soon and you will wonder why everything feels lighter. It's because you stopped auditioning. You were never the problem in the silence. You were the scene they were trying to be worthy of. So, keep going, one ordinary day at a time. Keep your phone face up and your heart open and your hands free. Don't shrink to fit someone's bad season. Let them come back to a person who kept living because that person is